me a good one this
Well, I think I've got a pretty decent one for you, unless you were the seller. Well, I worked with another auction company. It's been probably 10, 12 years ago. And the owner of the auction company went to New Jersey. It used to be quite common for people to go to New Jersey and buy, because there's a hub up there where you can go to 5 auctions in a 3-day span, and they're all within a 20-mile radius. And so it was quite a hub for traders to go up there and buy. And he went up there and bought, actually he got this a painting of Abraham Lincoln at an estate on site. And it was leaned up against the tree there. And he bought it and brought it back to East Tennessee, a painting of Abraham Lincoln. And we had a live auction, and unfortunately, we didn't sell it. It was just hanging behind the auction block, and nobody failed to get it down. And so it was still hanging there behind the auction block when the auction was over, and 3 or 4 of us auctioneers were in the back talking, and an auctioneer from Kentucky said, "I'll give you $100 for that Abraham Lincoln painting." He told one of the floor hands, he said, "Get it down, and get it down quick before he changes his mind." And so the auctioneer that was buying it walked up there with the floor hand to get it off the wall, and he got to picking at the back of it. Had a paper back on it. He got to picking at the back of it and pulled out 5 $100 bills right up there on the auction block, and he'd just give $100 for it. But that's really not the moral to the story. He took it back to Kentucky, and at that time they were mostly selling on eBay. I think he sold this on eBay. They really weren't having online auctions, but I think he put it on eBay. And also it was recent enough where they had the registry of artists, was registered artist. If you're a registered artist, your stuff brings more. Anyway, a couple weeks later, he came back in the auction office, and he says, "Well, I know y'all wouldn't believe me if I told you." He said, "But I brought the canceled check to show you." He says, "I sold that painting for $37,000.
You've got to be kidding.
And the guy that sold it to him never talked to anybody for the following 2 weeks. It took him 2 weeks before he could even talk to his family and friends or anybody. He was so, I guess you'd call it, mad at himself for selling it. Talk about adding insult to injury. Pull $500 out of the back of it and then sell it for $37,000. I don't guess I would have said much to my family and friends for a while either.